Yeah.
You're gonna make me fucking do a podcast with these chumps.
Peyton Manning and Patrick Mahomes and Dominic Hasek.
I was talking specifically about Dominic Hasek.
I was going to say, I was like,
I don't even know if I can say
have the least problem with.
It's gonna be hard. All right, dude. I'll try to focus, but.
Did you see the new the Jets the new logo announcement rollout that they did?
I saw their jerseys, but like I'm not.
Yeah, so bro, they did like fucking legit a whole like rollout for like a little difference in the E. There's like a plane on it. And then it's like
so
Aaron Rodgers in it and shit. I'm like, bro, you guys haven't done more than go 5-12 in like 6 years. Like you're advertising these new uniforms. You're like, remember what you were excited about last season? And then Aaron Rodgers got hurt. This is gonna be that season, just so you know. They're like, how can we get people excited about it? They're like, oh, change the logo? Yeah, fuck it.
There's a little jet in the E now.
Yeah. Like
For next time.
It's not even. It's like
next time we go 6 and 11.
It's a jet hanging over the E. Like it literally just says Jets in the same way, and there's like almost like a hyphen of a jet over the E.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
And I saw like what you were saying about the jerseys. They're not like. I don't know, I saw them and I was like, those look kind of the same, but I don't know what they looked like last year, so whatever. And it was the same thing with the, I saw something today, it was like, the Detroit Lions accidentally leaked their jerseys. And I looked at them and I'm like, they look the fucking same.
And also,
it's just like
accidentally leaked, like before you what? It's not like, once someone sees the picture, that's it. It's not an album.
Yeah.
It's not like, it's not a movie script. It's literally a picture. You leaked a GIF, bro. Like, I mean, like.
We took the picture too soon.
Yeah. It's like, dude, oh no. We ruined the surprise. Like, it's like, no, they were just as surprised as when you roll out that photo.
Yeah. For the same exact fucking.
Yeah, it's not like cutting a fucking snippet of an Eminem album. And then, like, hearing 45 seconds of every single song and completely...
being like, thing. Oh, I didn't want that to get out.
Damn, bro. Speaking of Eminem albums... Bro, So, tonight, technically, it could drop.
Is this why I'm here? God damn it.
No, it could, though. No, I mean, technically, we're at risk every Thursday until the end of the year. And every when you think about it, every single Thursday, it's more and more likely that it's gonna drop.
Yeah, it increases
every single time.
Yeah.
You go from
but
maybe
he's gonna do Marshall Mathers Monday, and just completely throw everybody off guard. You know.
No, so Taylor Swift is dropping an album tonight, so it's so weird.
Taylor Tuesday, Taylor Thursday. Taylor Fridays, really.
Yeah, it's
damn it.
Taylor Taylor Thursday.
It's almost Taylor Thursday.
Taylor Swift Thursday. But yeah, so like it's funny. I feel like he doesn't drop when popular people drop, unfortunately. Just because like
it's like shared.
Well, no, it's like you want to be at least the number one album. So you can say it was the number one album the first week.
Yeah.
So it's like, why fucking compete with Taylor Swift?
You're not. You don't win. That's one he's not going to win at this point.
I was actually looking up the highest selling artists of each decade, and it's going down. But Taylor Swift was number one of the 2010s, and it's funny the amount of records that they sold. Like Eminem was actually the highest of the 2000s, but the 2010s was Taylor Swift, and Eminem did like 150 or 160 million. And then like Taylor Swift did 110 million. Do you know who 2020, by any chance? Who's on pace
for the 2020s?
Yeah,
highest selling.
Somewhat disappointing.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Bang, dude.
Yeah, bro. It's like he's at like 46 million or something like that. Yeah, that's the highest.
I actually don't even know. Like there's definitely a Bad Bunny song I do know, but I don't think I know anything more than the one song that I would need to listen to know what it is.
I think purchasing records just isn't a thing like that anymore.
Yeah.
Like I don't think people purchase records.
Yeah. Which is kind of lame. Yeah, I was at someone's house, and like it was an older woman. She had CDs like behind a little like old person CD player.
Yeah.
And it was the What Woman Wants soundtrack. I was like, that's so funny.
Is that a movie?
Yeah. I was like, damn, dude, that is such an age gap thing. Like where she's like a 65-year-old woman. Yeah. And just like, oh, I like this. I'm gonna get the soundtrack. I don't know.
Well, there's still like, I feel like movies still do soundtracks. It's just they're not as big of a deal anymore.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. I think we actually talked about this on one of our videos once, like what our favorite movie soundtrack music is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, cause like, well, what's the Wiz Khalifa song for Fast and Furious?
Oh. It's been a long.
Yeah. What is that? Who is that?
Oh shit! What's his name?
But anyway.
See you again.
Yeah, See You Again is the name of the song.
Yeah.
And then obviously 8 Mile like had that huge rollout, and Eminem did something with the Southpaw soundtrack where that was like a full exclusive music just for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because he got the role stolen. Or like, they were like, we're going to have you be the gay character. And then they were like, never mind, we actually got Jake Gyllenhaal. So
we didn't think we could get Jake Gyllenhaal. we got Jake Gyllenhaal.
Think you were a backup the entire time, but you can still make music if you want, because you're better at making music than Jake Gyllenhaal is. Like,
dude, he can spit though, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Shut up. Oh. I was going to say, I thought it was going to be like one of those Damian Lillard things. Where it's like, you can actually kind of rap.
Yeah.
Best celebrity, or best athlete rapper, though, without a question, is the wide receiver.
Bishop?
No.
Cole
Beasley.
Cole Beasley.
Like, definitely, by far, the best athlete rapper.
100 Laces or 300 Laces or whatever that song was fire.
That was a banger. And then who did Dame Lillard have, like, the little rap beef with? It was another basketball player. I forget what it was.
Nikola Jokic?
Imagine that. Nikola Jokic just fucking whips his ass. Holy shit, dude.
He probably would. That man can do anything.
Yeah, for real. Just gonna, like, absolutely bitch out like J. Cole. Dame Lillard's like, you know what? I actually take it all back. Dude, that is the most disappointing shit in the entire world. Like, as someone who supports J. Cole, like...
It's not a good look.
Dude, like, it's just like, bro, everything you've rapped about for the past, like, 10 years has been like, no one fucks with me on a feature. Anyone says my name on a track, I'm gonna smoke them. Like, you don't want smoke with me, I'm the guy. Like, the whole album, Might Delete Later, had that shit all littered all over it. And then it's like, he openly admits all the time, he's like, and I don't take this as a knock at all, but like, he's like, oh, it's not like actual street shit. Like, I don't actually shoot guns, but that sounded cool when I said it. I'm not as comfortable as you guys lying. Like, I don't talk about slinging drugs. So it's like, you're not talking about actual that shit. So you're saying you're talking about rap, which is fine because you're a rapper and it's a rap song. So when you tell somebody you're going to smoke them, that can be what you mean. But then when the situation arises where it's time to smoke a rapper and you're like, you know what? Shit. I don't want to do this. Like, what were you saying? How can, like, it's harder to, like, listen to. I think he's a top 10 rapper of all time. I love J. Cole. On the pen, he's ridiculous. But, like, bro.
Yeah, it's like, what was that? What are you doing?
What do you even mean when you say anything that you say anymore? I don't know what to think.
Yeah, he's like, well, I'm not really on, like, the rap and shit either. I'm more on, like, the being a nice guy kind of stuff.
Like, so why are you...
You know, for the audience who wasn't here earlier while we were setting up, is I was getting some of like the lights set up, and like as I'm going, Bobby has a dog, Ben, little guy, and he came over.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring him up for the podcast.
And bring him in. Let's solve this now. But I'm going to set up, and he like came over to me and he just kind of put his teeth on me. He didn't bite me. But he just put his teeth on me and then kind of like got away. And that is what J. Cole has done in the Kendrick Lamar.
He's a good boy. We're not going to shame Ben on the internet. Yeah, I'm going to bring him up here right now.
J. Cole is Ben. That's all I'm saying.
Ben.
Bringing him in. I'm calling him in. He's like, come over here.
Come on.
Hey, buddy. This is a world premiere. This is the first ever third that we've had.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3 many.
Say what's up, brother. We're not gonna. You're a good boy. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows you.
Welcome, J. Cole, to the. I'm Kendrick. It's J. Cole.
What's going on, J. Cole?
Bobby Drake.
It's over, dude. It was perfect. Because I'm like holding him, like,
I got you, man.
he like bent, then freaked out. Yeah.
Where's Rick Ross?
Oh my god. So you know J. Cole. But yeah, so it's like that whole alright, I'm gonna let you try. We're gonna try and let you hang out, but I gotta get him out of here. He's gonna be super annoying and distracting. Alright, come on. Do not bite him on camera, come on. Hey, come on.
It's like, you remember the movie Beethoven?
Yeah.
When he gets when the guy, he's like pretending to be the vet and he's trying to get Beethoven for whatever reason. I still actually don't know. They like really want Beethoven.
The movie Beethoven. Oh, the dog Beethoven.
Yeah, and then he like
thinking like fucking Ludwig Beethoven.
But when he goes into like that little where they were keeping him, and then he like rips up his shirt and like puts like ketchup on it and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do to Ben.
He's a good boy. He's small, so he's defensive. And you were aggressively cranking with that thing, and you threw him off.
It's looking infected.
It actually does look like you have a cut right there. That bump better not have been him.
Yeah, that was it. Actually, I thought it was over here.
My hands are all cut up too.
But yeah, what did you think about it? So you didn't like the Rick Ross contribution?
I mean, his verse was just like, it was just so like uninspired. I feel like.
I
was
wasn't
more concerned with getting it out quicker.
Yeah, I don't think it was like necessarily anything substantive. Substantial. Substantive, a word. Anyway,
so Rick Ross's diss, not substantive.
It's not substantive. It's not. Wasn't a great addition to everything that's going on, but it's just kind of like, I don't know, C's across the board. It was like me in high school, just like all right. I mean, you passed. Like,
yeah,
everyone kind of like did their thing, and I was like, all right, it wasn't bad. Like, I don't know, like all of them, Kendrick, J. Cole. I think if you were to put
them all the best song.
Yeah, I think J. Cole probably had the best contribution to the whole thing.
You know what's crazy? When people find out that we think that too, like a lot of people are hyping up the Drake diss a lot. It's like, it's cool.
I mean, it's not bad. Definitely not bad.
It's just, dude, the problem with it is like J. Cole bowed out. And it's like in the worst way. And I did think he had like a pretty solid song. Drake's was okay. I'm really hoping Kendrick like has some shit to say to Drake. And like he's waiting for it. And I'm hoping maybe even like he comes at and just like he could really put like a nail in J. Cole's coffin and just like be like, oh, you apologized and like run through him. And I'm hoping it's so bad that J. Cole like survival instincts kick and he needs to come back. And I don't care what anyone says, like, oh, you already apologized. You can't. I don't give a fuck, dude. If he throws his hat back in the ring, he's good. Dude, you can get knocked down. If you get up, I'll take it.
Yeah. And he'll definitely need to, because it's just not gonna be a good look. And especially with the holy, do no wrong King Kendrick crowd. You know what I mean? Like
But it's the same with Drake too.
Yeah, of just his fan base will not like admit like a flop.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about the Kendrick like the album like that he put out, and I went back and listened to it again. But Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, I'm like, this is like nothing. Not there are some good tracks on there, but like there's a song that's like pretty good, but his rapping isn't great, and then there's a song where he's like rapping pretty good, but the beat's just like almost non-existent. There's no like each song is missing like a hook, not like a rap like hook, but like something that wants me to keep listening. Like, and I don't know, it's a lot of that album like that. I don't know, but yeah, when you look on, I was looking online of like different rankings, but a lot of people they didn't have it last. The unmastered thing, whatever it was.
Well, you gotta have it last if you're counting just his 4 like actual studio release albums, though, right? Like, were there people like, oh, like this is better than To Pimp a Butterfly?
Yeah,
like
people were having it wasn't To Pimp a Butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City were both like I think the top 2, and then I think people were playing around with Damn and Mr. Morale. Yeah, which I don't know. I think Damn is a damn good rap album.
I mean, it was his biggest one. Like, it sold the most. It had the most hits on it.
Yeah. So I don't get it. I don't get it.
So me, I'm not a Kendrick Lamar fan whatsoever. If you're new here, you're hearing that for the first time. If you follow One Too Many Reactions to any capacity, you've heard me say mean things about him on more than one occasion. Most notorious take is that if we put Nicki Minaj, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and Kanye West all on a song together, I think Nicki's the best rapper out of the 4 of them. And I genuinely mean that.
I think that if everyone, like, you need to, like, let me, like, all right, Kendrick, you're going to write 20 verses, and then Nick's going to come in, and he's going to pick it. Yeah, because, like, if you're like, all right, you're all spitting, we're all going to do everything, and then, like, Kendrick's going to be like, well, I am an artist, and I'm a blah, blah, I'm an artist, and then she's like, God damn it, dude! We need that, Kendrick, you know? Yeah. I can't do the, my auntie's a man now. You heard that song? No. It's so fucking dumb.
Oh my God. So how would you, because I've actually been doing this recently. I've been going through like random rappers that I don't necessarily think are that great, but I've just been listening to their albums. Yesterday I literally did Take Care by Drake. I did Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick. Good Kid, Mad City was a better album, for sure. I do think Drake had some shit though. I think track like 8 to 11 on Take Care was like a really good stride where it's like rap songs. There's like 4 songs where I was like, this is all good shit. Mm-hmm. Like, and then like there's a couple songs towards the end of the album, and there's like 1 or 2 in the beginning that I think are solid. But then there's just so much like Drake singy song bullshit. And then so like when I listen to people be like, oh, this is like one of the best albums. This is like a classic album by Drake. I'm like, no, no, it's not. Like,
yeah, it really, coming from someone that's also not a Drake fan, I guess it really depends on what you're talking about when you call it like a classic album, shit. Because I'm like, is it a classic album like you think Thriller's a classic album? You know, or like Illmatic is a classic album. So it's like I think Drake, and I think Drake might be on. He can rap and everything, but I think he might be like on that. He's like pop enough where people can talk about him in that way of like in a different category of classic album. So, and maybe that's because if you have like a song where it's like all like singy and R&B type stuff, like I don't think any like serious hip hop fan is gonna be like, this is fire if he's like just singing on like several songs. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and it's just like, however, all the albums that have came out since then, like Take Care is 2011. Like I told you, I found that like filter thing where it's like ranking the albums, and I'm like looking at all these album covers, and I'm like, I've never fucking heard this, right? And I know some of them we're probably just never gonna do. So like I've been picking random ones that don't seem like they're like high up there and listening to them.
Yeah. And these Drake albums you're talking about specifically?
Not just no, like everybody. I have a whole list on my phone.
Yeah.
of albums that I've went through, and I started doing this yesterday, and literally, I would consider some of them not rap albums. Like, one of them's like, oh, this is like, it's considered like one of the best trap albums of all time. DS2 by Future. He barely raps. He barely raps. It's considered a classic rap album by a lot of people. People think it's like one of the best trap rap albums of all time and shit. And I'm like, bro, he is not rapping at all on this.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what are we talking about here?
It's weird. It's a weird, it's like, I think we may have mentioned it on the channel. When Tyler the Creator won the Grammy for Best Rap Album for Igor, and it was his one not rap album. I mean, I think he won after that again. But like, he literally doesn't rap, and it's like, is it because he's a rapper? Like, because you're a rapper makes an album doesn't make it a rap album. Like,
yes,
you can.
And you know what's another one? Let's do Flower Boy. By Tyler.
Yeah,
that wasn't like an awful album. I didn't think it was great, but like, in comparison to the other shit I was listening to, I was like, well, he's rapping. Like, that's what it came down to. I was like, they're actually rapping.
He is rapping
on the album. Like, you know what I mean? There was one dude, Central C. You know that dude? I used to be homophobic. Or how could I be homophobic? I listened to a full album from him, and I was like looking at the other like people rank these lists, and they'd always like just brush over his. And I was like, this is better than most of the albums on this bracket. Like, he's rapping the whole time. You know what I mean? I'm like, I would listen to this over fucking Playboy Cardi's, what was it? This album's really bad, dude. It was awful.
Playboy Cardi?
Yeah. It was called Die Lit. It was awful.
Yeah.
It was awful. Die Lit by Playboy Cardi is awful. Like, it was just like, whatever.
Yeah, I think I've heard Playboy Cardi on things. I don't think I've ever heard like a Playboy Cardi song. Maybe I have, but
yeah, I listened to a Young Thug album. I was like, this is great.
You said this is great?
Isn't great.
Oh, yeah. He has dude, there's one song, Higher, with Elton John. That's my shit, dude.
But it's not like, is he rapping?
No, it's more like,
you know who's fire? And I'm actually pissed because I wish we did a review on this album. But I thought I was picking like the less known guys because I figured we'd do like DaBaby, Travis Scott, like the bigger ones that like people would actually want to see us do. But I popped open his Schoolboy Q album. Have you heard him?
Yeah. He's nasty.
Dope. Yeah. I was like, this is great. Like, I was like, this is the best thing to come from this. So I was like, I fucking love Schoolboy Q. I didn't, and I was like, when did they start coming out? It was like, hold on. Yeah, he's like on the cover with the white ski mask.
Yeah. That's a dope.
But yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah, Oxymoron.
Yeah, so Kendrick might he might be the worst of that group of TD. Like, of the four, I don't know if they've had like a official name together, but it's Kendrick, J-Rock, Schoolboy Q, Ab-Soul. They're a group.
Really?
Yeah. And I think there's an argument to be made that Kendrick is the worst of the
rapper of those four.
Yeah, and I could see people saying Ab-Soul, but like, or even J-Rock, but Ab-Soul to me is like a very fine lyricist in like that Lupe, like,
he is.
Whoa shit.
He is though.
Yeah.
Was correct me if I'm wrong, was he the one with Daylight on the J. Cole album?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the whole shtick.
Yeah.
Of that song, like weird lyricism, like
it's like we're gonna do the guy that does it in battle rap.
I have my opinions on that type of shit. Yeah,
we're gonna do the guy that does it in songs and just put them together.
But that's another thing I loved about that song was I thought J. Cole with Might Delete Later was like genuinely being like, I'm the best rapper. Like, this is a style of lyricism that someone might say like, someone who raps like this is better than me. So I'm going to put both of them on my song, rap like them, and prove that I can do that too, and then move on to the next song. I thought Might Delete Later was just a statement of like tastes of different styles, just trying to be the best rapper.
Yeah.
And then he fucking topped it off with a fucking diss to another guy who's considered one of the best rappers of this generation.
Yeah.
And apologized for it, bro. I was like, what? Everything was going so good. I was so excited about you. I was ready for the fall off, bro. You ruined all my momentum of like building up even more as a J. Cole fan. I was all in, bro. I drank all the Kool-Aid. I ate every single cookie from the cookie jar, and then I threw it all the fuck up, bro. Like, it was bullshit, bro.
Yeah. I remember when you, like, told me that he, like, apologized for us. I didn't, like... I was like, all right, I mean, whatever. I mean, it's not, like, that big of a deal, I guess. But then when I heard what he was, like, actually saying, I was like, bro, what the fuck? And then, dude, when Julio talked about it being removed from streaming services, that was like, oh my God, dude, that's so bad. That's, like... That's the worst. Yeah, that's the worst of everything. Like, you apologize it, but, like, leave it there, dude. And, like, to the point where, like, I said this to you, was, like, going through, like, I was like, okay, I'm going, like, trying to get through his, like, thought process. Maybe, okay, he's like, you know what, I had this album, like, in the works or whatever. I was going to throw this at the end. But at the end of the day, like, this really wasn't a part of, like, what I wanted for the album. So I'm going to remove it. But it's still going to be, like, available that you can... Like, I'm just going to take it off of, like, the album. Like, it's not going to be on there when you click on it. Yeah. Or if you go on YouTube. But nope, it's off the YouTube. So where you can just, like, change the playlist. You know, you can just, like, take it off of here. It's a few clicks of the button. Yeah, but no, he's just like, no. Like, I don't even want to get paid for this.
And it's also, like, bro, it's like To Pimp a Butterfly is boring. Bro, like, I said it. What's the fucking problem? And dude, so many people, it's mad funny because like when you were looking on social media, mad fucking like people were like, oh, all he was doing was saying what was true. To Pimp a Butterfly is mad boring, blah, 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 like it's real. And then he apologized for it. So all the Kendrick fans were like, oh, come to the front of the stage, everyone that said To Pimp a Butterfly is boring. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if he says it or not, bro. Like it is boring. That album is boring. Good Kid, Mad City was solid. That album was boring. I will listen to Damn. And I might not even mess with Mr. Morale. I might as well. But like...
Yeah, I mean, there's some songs. Like, there's some songs that I do like on. It's not like complete garbage.
That's true, I feel like, for every album. Even if an album is really bad, that could also mean that there's 2 or 3 songs that you really fucking like on it. Yeah. But the rest is just trash.
Yeah, that's why I like, and this is a terrible example because he's like overall pretty bad. But like, I was going through a period where like, if a rapper was dropping an album, I would listen to the whole album because I'm like, it's like very hard. It's very hard to make a genre of music that I like. And then you can't come up with one good song. So I'm like, every rapper probably has like one fucking good song. And that's why like Lil Yachty put out an album. I was like, I'll fucking listen to it. Didn't have anything, but I'll try. I ended up like finding like a couple designer songs that I liked. This is obviously, I'm dating myself because like people don't really talk about them.
Well, but I think, Lil Yachty's still prominent.
Yeah,
I've heard like something about like him ghostwriting one of Drake's songs or something like that.
Oh really? He had an album that was pretty good come out like 2 years ago. That was but it's completely different. It's like, as he describes it, more of like Pink Floyd type album. Like it's just a straight up like rock album, like kind of experimental-ish. It's also another word, experimental-ish.
Experimental-ish, and what was the other one you said?
Substantive.
It was substantively experimental-ish.
Yeah. But, and it was actually, you know what, way better, because a lot of the problem with Lil Yachty is, like, the Lil Yachty voice. Like that, and it just, like, doesn't sound good. Yeah.
But when he's like, I'm finding a stairway to heaven.
Yeah,
it works.
It's like, all right,
man, dude.
He's actually pretty good. Dude, I like this guy.
Lil Yachty would be perfect for like a chipmunk rock album. You know what I'm saying? One of those high pitched like you know what I'm saying? He would nail that.
He's gonna be on the next soundtrack for the chipmunk album. Bro. Pitch his voice up.
But yeah, so to tie it all back in though, that fucking whole J. Cole Kendrick Drake beef had a chance to be like this monumental, one of the best beefs of all time, and now it's just they're all pussyfooting, dude. Kendrick's verse was cool, but it was like 16 bars. J. Cole's diss was above average slightly, but he took it back. Then Drake hit him with like a decent one, and then Rick Ross responded with a decent one. It's like, bro, I was really hoping this was going to be a top 3 rap beef ever, and it just wasn't.
Yeah. They, I don't know. I don't think that, I don't hold any of them to like I said on another thing. I don't know where it was, but I said it somewhere else. That it's like I don't like hold any of them to like this like what do you call it? On a pedestal,
esteem.
yeah, like so I'm like
You don't need to though.
yeah, but I was just excited because it was like a mainstream. It was Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. That was what was exciting about it. It's like that it's being brought into the mainstream. It's like reminiscent of the Tupac Biggie style, where it's like, oh, these guys are actually like top selling artists that are going at each other. It's not even like when it is a big artist, like when it's Drake, it's Meek Mill, which like no, you know, Meek Mill's actually I don't know if he's a good rapper, but I don't think I've actually heard Meek Mill, but he's not like he's a name, but he's I think like
Drake whipped his ass.
Yeah, he's more like mid level, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Drake whipped his ass, but Meek Mill was like in that same camp of like Reed Dollaz and Joey Jihad and all them back in the day. That's what I love about Meek Mill. Yeah. Like I came up watching that dude rap in front of a camcorder on YouTube, like in 06. Like that was he was part of that.
He's like standing with was it Frankie with the Group Is Gone? Is that his name?
No, well they're a different crew. Yeah, but like that era, yeah. So, but speaking of, and I asked you this before, and I want to know if you've thought about it or if you've changed your opinion because I forgot about a major beef, but top 3 beefs of all time, right? I don't consider Pac and Big in there. Because to me, Biggie, he didn't write the disc. I don't think he sat down and was like, this is for Pac. I think he wrote a song, people thought it was about Pac. And then I think from the movie, there's apparently like a show and they were like, fuck Biggie or something like that. And he was like, fuck these guys, put on Who Shot Ya. And was like, if you want to feel that way about this song, then I'll use it like that. Yeah. But like, I don't think he actually did that. And then Pac obviously kind of washed him with Hit 'Em Up. But there was no real response or retaliation from Biggie. It was just they didn't like each other kind of thing. It was a legitimate beef, not like a rap beef. You know what I mean?
It just ended with Tupac being murdered instead. Yeah. That's a whole other thing. But why were we gonna?
Yeah, so top 3 rap beefs of all time. Mm-hmm. To me, I think Tory Lanez and Joyner Lucas going back and forth with those 4 tracks was incredible. I think Nas and Jay-Z is obviously up there because Super Ugly was crazy. Ether was crazy, Takeover was crazy, it was all solid tracks. But number 3, Cannabis and LL Cool J, bro. Rip the Jacker and The Ripper Strikes Back were fire tracks.
Yeah.
Dude.
Those would be, like, I've definitely heard them, but I would need to run those back. Cause
one of the most iconic diss moments in my entire life, and this was probably like 04, 05. I was just downloading rap beef disses on LimeWire and shit. And I came across the Cannabis LL Cool J thing, and I'm listening to Cannabis' song. He's talking about LL Cool J, and he's like, 99% of your fans wear high heels. Like, and I was like, oh my God, dude, that was fire. 99% of his fans wear high heels. And then I put on the LL Cool J song, and he's like, ask Cannabis, he ain't understanding this, because 99% of his fans don't exist. And I was like, I got up off my chair, and I was like, oh my God. Yeah. It was one of the most crazy fucking things, dude. I was like, this is one of the most iconic fucking rebuttals I've ever fucking heard.
That's like, that has like the shut a show down for a second, like at a rap battle, you know? Like
I didn't listen to like the next 6 bars of the song on the first listen because I was like, holy shit. Yeah. I think Tory Lanez had one of those moments for me too versus Joyner Lucas when he was talking about his dad being like a failed musician. He was like, I guess when you look at it in a nutshell, he figured all I got is a failed music career. My revenge is giving that shit to my son. And then like the fucking beat drops and he just keeps going off. And I was like, I remember hearing that and being like, oh my God, dude. Tory Lanez is dogging my boy right now. Like, I love Joyner Lucas, and I feel like Tory Lanez kind of kicked his ass.
Yeah, that was one. It kind of ended with a little sputter, right? But with Joyner.
Yeah, the ZZ freestyle or whatever.
Yeah,
it was decent, but like, yeah, he had this like whole 45-second long, like, talking to Tory Lanez like he's a kid. But he's like, you're going to bed at 5 o'clock and not a minute later. Go ahead and get your juicy out of the refrigerator. what I tell you, sit down, son. You can't get up. Like it was just like go for 45 seconds. Like if it was like a couple bars, but it was such a long thing where at the point you're like, what are we doing, bro? Like I'm listening to music
you're
right
trying,
now.
You're trying too hard. You're trying to do too much to stay like in the pocket. And just But also, you just sounded like Shady LP era Eminem.
But 97 Bonnie Clyde is like a concept song about like not a diss track.
I'm just funny.
But yeah, literally. But like you know how like in that song it was kind of creative for Eminem to do it, but like he's not rhyming that crazy. He's actually like literally rhyming like boo boo gaga poo poo caca. Like you know what I mean? Like But that's the point of the song, right? Like Joyner Lucas was just doing that in a diss track where a dude just whipped his fucking ass as a response, and it was like, damn, bro. But I did think his first Liddy freestyle was fire.
Yeah, that's gonna be one I'd have to go back to because I didn't like. When did that happen? That was like 2021.
I think it was 18.
2018?
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude.
Right.
God damn. Yeah. So I probably. It's probably been at least 5 years since I've heard those songs.
Yeah.
Holy shit. God damn.
Maybe we should do we'll do it on the reaction channel.
All right,
we'll run through that beef.
That works. 2018. Holy shit.
Yeah. Speaking of 2018, that was also when Killshot and the MGK beef went down.
Rap Devil.
And Drake and Pusha T. That was one of the best years for rap beef ever.
Yeah. Good year for talking shit.
Yeah, for real, dude. Dude, I'm so jacked up about this new Eminem album. I'm so fucking hype about it.
Yeah.
So
you get the vinyl. I'm looking at the vinyls as you speak.
Yeah.
Add to the vinyls.
About to add it to the collection. I got every vinyl that we could possibly think of. So, should we play a game with said vinyls?
All right.
Let's pull out the vinyls and go over our top 3 songs on each album.
Okay.
And then maybe I'll get like 12 TikToks out of it.
All right. It's a TikTok machine.
Do one for each album. So, we're going to start.
I'm Infinite. You already have a scene for me.
Alright, Infinite. So, spoiler alert, the only one that doesn't have the track list on the back is Recovery, so you're going to have to do it off memory.
Alright.
But, looking at this track list, take a sec.
Alright.
Best 3 tracks on that album.
I'll do all 3?
Hell yeah.
Okay. I know if you're like trading back and forth. So we got... this is a good album.
Yeah, bro. And then cap it off by saying where you put it in your Eminem discography ranking.
Yeah. Wait, put in my where I rank it.
Or is that too scary to do right now? Do you have to think more about this?
Yeah. I might need to.
He's choking.
So I'm gonna go. I gotta go with "It's Okay," 313, and then another one that I don't think would be super popular, "Backstabber." And in order.
Oh wow, in order. I wasn't even gonna ask for that.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I don't even want to do it then.
It's Okay, 313 and Backstabber is wild. So, first of all, 313 is a banger. I'm just gonna say that. One of the only times, especially on an album, that I think Eminem was out-rapped. I think IQ had a better verse.
Well, he's a better rapper, so.
But this podcast is over.
I'm a big IQ
guy. He should have been in D12, I think. But anyway, did he die? Is that what happened? I'm gonna have to fact check myself on that. But so 313 is a banger that we share that. That'd be the only one that we share though. I like Tonight a lot. I think he raps his ass on inside, and I think Infinite, the opening track, is just fucking absolutely classic. But Backstabber is a dope storytelling track. Like, definitely better than any story told on, I don't know, Good Kid, Mad City.
Whoa. Whoa, dude.
Hot take express tonight,
Yeah.
baby. I'm about to drop some bombs. I'm gonna get that comment section on fire. But yeah.
He took a left. He took a left. He took a right. He took a left. You
He
know?
took a right. What a lucky night.
Kendrick's got some good fucking. Kendrick has some good story tracks though.
Mr. Duckworth. I don't know. I've just heard
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I haven't gotten the damn yet. So I'm just out here talking shit. That story sucks. On that right?
No Makeup. No Makeup's a good song.
Okay, actually, Infinite. You're not gonna rank it?
I mean that's hard. I really need to think about all that because then I'm gonna be like, oh, it's number 6, and then I'm gonna like remember, you know, something else. It's too much pressure.
Next up.
Anything Kendrick's done is infinitely better than it.
Slim Shady LP. So, no. I would say, oh man. I mean, I'm not even going to say it because honestly, it's just too harsh of a opinion for me to throw out there, and I'm just going to sound like a hater and a diehard Eminem supporter. But okay, yeah, I'll say.
Maybe that's because you are a Kendrick hater and a diehard Eminem.
I'm not a Kendrick hater. I'm a Kendrick realist and a diehard Eminem supporter. All right, so on the Slim Shady LP, we're probably gonna cross swords on this one. But I got Brain Damage for sure. Top 5 Eminem song of all time for me. And then I have. This album is so fucking good, man. God, dude. So, right now, I'm stuck between Role Model, Rock Bottom, and Still Don't Give a Fuck. I'm probably gonna go Role Model and Still Don't Give a Fuck. But Rock Bottom is a hardcore honorable mention.
Yeah. Alright. Brain Damage, yes. I love As the World Turns. I do like me a little story, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a story guy. Shit. If I had? No.
That's my least favorite song on that album, like, for sure.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, probably. I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl.
The Lounge
Sorry.
Skit.
Yeah.
The Lounge Skit is your third favorite track.
I like Ken Kniff, Paul, and alright, no. So I think I'll probably go with Still Don't Give a Fuck too.
So Brain Damage, Still Don't Give a Fuck, we share. What was your third?
As the World Turns.
Dude, both of those are incredible storytelling tracks, dude.
Dude, you should buy. I guess I could do it since I should probably own this album. See, I wonder if it's like the record is a pill, like the CD it was. You know,
I'm not gonna open it.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to Kim for being on the album too. The album cover.
Dude, that's fire, dude. That's her foot. Anyone that's got a foot fetish, that's a girl foot.
So, can I take that? I need a bathroom trip.
Alright. This is gonna throw some people the fuck off right here. I don't know if a lot of people have seen this album cover, even though this is the one I associate with it. The one that's not the one that's on like streaming services. But
that one is him in like the prison cell thing type. I don't know if it's a cell, but
it's something in Amsterdam. It's like a weird, like an abandoned house or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we get the Mathers LP. I'm gonna let you go first. By the way, I'm just gonna out myself right here. Greatest album of all time, in my opinion. It is what it is.
All right. Oof. Yikes. This sucks. No, I'm kidding. I mean, the way I am needs to be in there, right?
Yeah. Making sure we still got your face.
Why am I like drifting?
Well, no, I didn't know if this was gonna be covering it.
Oh. Let's see. Alright, yeah, the way I am's in there. This is pretty tricky.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
It's tricky to pick some albums. Some pick some songs that Eminem made on Brothers LP. Okay, alright. The way I am, I gotta stop wasting time here. Kill You. And then I think I gotta go. Oh, I forgot about Criminal. Shit. I'm gonna take off Kill You. Alright. I'm just doing Criminal and where'd it go? I lost it. Who knew?
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Started sweating a little bit there.
What a fire pick, dude. Okay, so I agree. The Way I Am, my favorite song of all time. I also have The Way I Am single over there in vinyl. And Who Knew for sure. 3 of these are all top 5 Eminem songs for me, by the way.
Yeah.
So The Way I Am, Who Knew, and then Drug Ballad would be my 3rd favorite track.
Drug Ballad's fire.
Yeah, dude, this album though, insane the fucking whole way through, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a bad verse from Eminem on the song. Like, the only parts that I consider to be like lulls on it are just when other people are rapping. Like RBX's verse on Remember Me, I can do without, so like it's whatever, but I think Eminem kills it. And then like I'm not super into Under the Influence. I think Eminem kind of comes in for like 12 bars, murks it, and then the rest of the song is just like waiting for it to be over.
Yeah. Wait, Under the Influence, which...
And so you can suck my dick if you don't like my shit. But it was... It's still a fun song. But yeah, like those are like the only really lulls on it to me.
Yeah.
Fucking fire album. And now for you BTS fans out there, my bias wrecker, the Eminem Show. This one's got a little cut in it, so I'm gonna have to get another one. That came like that. I was so fucking annoyed. Last top 5 Eminem song of all time, Say Goodbye to Hollywood. That's gonna be in there. And this one's tough to pick too. I think the first like 12 or 13 songs on this is just like insane the whole way through. I gotta go Say Goodbye Hollywood, Cleaning Out My Closet, and motherfucker. Probably Till I Collapse. I hate how overplayed it is and how much of a gym song
I was literally
it is.
just thinking that. I'm like, is that still in there? Like,
yeah,
because it's just you hear it, and it's like on my own doing sometimes too. You know, like I'll just throw it on sometimes. Like I need that extra because it does it for me still.
Yeah. But the fact that it is kind of does take away from it a little bit. But I do think I'll still give it the respect.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got to go. Oh. I actually, okay. I like Sing for the Moment. Sing for the Moment's in there.
I was teetering between that Until I Collapse, honestly.
Business. Yeah.
This is not you can't go wrong.
Yeah. And right now, oh man, I really like Square Dance. White America though. I like White America. That's what I'm going with.
White America, Business, and Sing for the Moment. That's I can't.
Another very good album.
Yeah.
Honestly though, like even where was it? I need to read it so I can remember it. Where'd it go? They took it off. Fucking Without Me. Even Without Me is fucking awesome.
That's what I was saying, bro. White America, you're in your list. Business, in your list. Cleaning Out My Closet, in my list. Square Dance, you mentioned it. Soldier, Fire fucking
Yeah, it's
song.
just a really dope song.
Say Goodbye Hollywood. In my list. Drips. Gonna be like a slight lull there, but it's still a fun story song.
Yeah.
Then Without Me, which we just mentioned, Sing for the Moment. Like, that is such an insane intro to an album.
And even like the song that when I was, how old is this when it came out?
12.
So it's, yeah, 12 years old. I'm like, I don't like Superman. And then now as like I get older, I put it on. I'm like, this actually, yeah, this song's pretty dope.
Yeah, dude, Haley's song,
I know what you think.
great song, dude.
Yeah.
He sings, the verse is crazy, but like, and like, I feel like it's one of the times where I'm okay with like the singing, because it's like, the whole point is, he doesn't really do like that often. You know what I mean?
I don't really sing, but I'm
Yeah,
sing.
bro. And then again, When the Music Stops, I kind of think the D12 cuts on his own albums are never really that great.
Yeah.
But then Say What You Say Till I Collapse, My Dad's Gone Crazy, like the album the whole way through is fucking fire.
Yeah.
That's why I have so much trouble like going back and forth between that and the Matters LP. Like, it's just so good. Alright. Next up,
Eminem.
we got the stinker. The stinker of all stinkers. No, not really. Encore.
No, yeah, we haven't got to his biggest stinker yet, in my opinion.
I actually do think this is his biggest stinker. I will say, I think.
We disagree on the stink. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. I think Revival's better than Encore. We can. I'll play devil's advocate and have that conversation with you too. So this is like, it's not the. Oh, I went first last time. So. My bad.
So it's not the. All right, so this is just a whole lot of fun. This is a lot of fun on here right now. I gotta go. Evil Deeds.
Really?
Yeah.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Wow.
Are
Are we including the bonus tracks?
I was going based off of what I got here.
Just on the track list? Yeah. Okay. That makes things a little bit more complicated.
Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. I may have spoke too soon. I really like Spend Some Time.
Fantastic verse.
Alright. Crazy in Love.
Wow.
I like this. I feel like this album. It's like there's just songs that I think are fun on it.
Oh,
so,
100%.
like,
I like Puke. I genuinely really like Puke.
Yeah. The only one that really bothers me, I think, is my first single. Because I hate the beat. I think the beat is atrocious. Like.
Yeah, I just think the fact that the whole run of My First Single into Rain Man, into Big Weenie, into Just Lose It, into Ass Like That, it's like, bro.
It gets like.
Come on,
yeah, it gets very Weird Out.
Even when I like Puke, it's like that one too. It's like it's all just not trying in a row. Like.
Yeah. All right. So wait, what I have? Crazy in Love. I got. What was the other one? Spend Some Time. This is actually tricky too, because there are like Toy Soldiers, Yellow Brick Road. They should probably be in there. Mm-hmm. But I will probably go with Like Toy Soldiers.
Wow. So I cannot believe you didn't say Mockingbird, because that by far is my favorite song on this album, and I think it's like incredible. I know it's like the single or whatever, but that song's fucking beautiful. And when I say beautiful, I don't mean beautiful like touching. I mean beautiful like so lyrically well written.
You know what? I'm like, just because this is one of those albums that it's on the lower scale of the Eminem albums. So by lower scale, I mean like bottom 2.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, there's like a bunch of songs that I really like on there, and I'm probably gonna listen to that on the way home. Like, I think I'm gonna listen to this on the way home. I was like, oh fuck.
It's not the worst.
Like I forgot about Crazy in Love.
Yeah, Crazy in Love's banger. So I go Mockingbird. And Yellow Brick Road are definitely the 2 best. If we were including the bonus tracks list, I'm just gonna say We as Americans would 100% be on there.
For sure.
He murks that. But since we're not, I'm gonna have to go with probably. I'm teetering right now. You know what? I've been shitting on them, so I'm gonna give it to One Shot, Two Shot, because that is
That's good.
arguably my favorite D12 song.
Yeah.
I think it's a wicked fun song. Yeah. Oh my god. It's like in the middle of the song. I think I just saw my god. Oh my god, what the fuck it was? Like in the middle of the song, it's so perfect. So I think that's the best D12 cut. Ironically, on my least favorite Eminem album. I'm gonna catch more flack for that than you are. There's a lot of I think people that were apologizing. Apologizing for Encore like for so long, being like, oh, it's not that bad. That like now they're like putting it above like later Eminem albums where it's like that nostalgia for it, and I'm like, bruh, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's Illmatic, really.
Yeah, a couple more years, that shit'll be Illmatic.
Yeah.
And honestly, 28 years later, he's still at it.
It's like it's gonna anytime now. The tide will turn on Encore.
Okay. Now we're getting special on this motherfucker.
I
Dude,
can't.
what a discography, bro.
I can't. This is hard.
This album
It
right
can be
here.
hard. It can be so hard.
I love the fact that this album has a cult following now. I'm just gonna say it. Cause it deserves it, bro. Now that it's like older too. My God.
Yeah.
This album's so
Dude,
fucking good.
It's a great horrorcore album.
Yeah, dude. Horrorcore. For those of y'all, if y'all know what horrorcore is, regardless of where you're watching this, I would love you to please say that you do in the comments.
There's like maybe 3 songs that aren't. Towards the end. Beautiful.
Crack a Bottle.
Bottle. Deja Vu.
Yeah, and maybe We Made You.
Oh yeah, true.
But the rest of it's all horrorcore, yeah. And even Deja Vu fits the theme of the album, I think, still.
Yeah.
Like, really well.
Yeah, I'm like looking at the track list over your shoulder, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know. I'm getting nervous here.
I actually know for sure.
Yeah.
So, let's just get this out the way. Stay Wide Awake. You're talking about rhyme schemes and just clean writing. That's the best on the album. And some of the best shit you'll ever hear in your entire life. Like,
Maybe I listened to this one on the way home. I'm looking like, oh shit, same song and dance. You kidding me?
Yeah. So, Stay Wide Awake for sure. Underrated pick, in my opinion, and my clear second is Hello. I feel like people don't talk about that enough, dude. I love the boom, 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 boom. In the back, the drums and just like the flow that he has on that, dude.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And, dude, you know how I always talk to you about like you're listening to songs and then like I'll realize that Eminem rhymed something or said something. Dude, the whole second verse of that fucking song is the same rhyme scheme. From start to finish. From Lithium down to like in my living room. Like I'm like, bro, what the fuck, dude? I never noticed it. It was one of those legacy things where he just like does it so cleanly that I never consciously I listen for that shit, bro. It's wild, bro. Even like the beat of the drum, like he ties that into Lithium. Like it's like, bro, nuts. And then Bagpipes from Baghdad. I love that fucking beat. He slings on that shit. A lot of fucking great songs on it though, for sure.
Yeah, this one is very near and dear to my heart. Both of our hearts. Alright, Stay Wide Awake for sure, for Sheezy. I love 3 a.m. Absolutely love 3 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's crazy because like Hello and same song and dance are both really fucking good. I just don't know if I would put them back first. Jesus Christ. Actually, this is I'm just gonna go. It's tough, but I'll go with Underground.
Wow.
But remind me of Medicine Ball. I'm like I can't think of it. Just give me a little 3 seconds.
It's like the what's the hook? The world is just my medicine ball. You're all in.
Oh yeah, okay.
I guess it's time for you to hate me again.
Yeah. Okay. I was just like looking at that. I was like, I don't fucking remember.
He has that whole fucking trimester dissector.
Yeah, dude.
Like wild. rhyme scheme. Medicine Ball's crazy. I think that would probably be my runner-up after my 3.
I really, oh man. I kind of want to put Same Song and Dance in there, but I don't want to take anything else out, so.
So wait, what'd you go with? 3 a.m.?
Underground and Stay Wide Awake.
Underground, Stay Wide Awake. That's fire. Bonus, if you were to throw...
Hello, Tanya.
If you were to pick one from the refill.
Let's see. I'm trying to... What's, I really like Music Box.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
What is,
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, that's what...
Yeah, those are the two, I would say. I would go on record saying Buffalo Bill a little bit over Music Box, but Music Box as a song is a little bit better, though.
What else is in it? So there's those two. There's,
Elevator.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Elevator.
And,
Taking My Ball is super fun.
Yeah.
And then there's Hell Breaks Loose with Dre.
Yep.
He threw Forever on there. And then there's Drop the Bomb on him. With Tom Sawyer with your mom's lawyer. Alright, so you might want to pull up the track list on your phone.
I can't.
Oh yeah, I'll pull up the track list on my phone for you because I don't need it. But it doesn't have it on here. Oh, excuse me. Recovery. Another fucking very good album, for the record. I don't think... You can say what you want about Encore, but I genuinely don't think there was a bad album yet. Besides, maybe Encore. Encore's not great.
I mean, I still think after we're getting there to his worst still.
Yeah, for you.
For everybody, because I make decisions around here.
Yeah, that was aggressive. I did not mean it like that. For you. There you go.
All right. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Anybody can take my talking to myself on fire. Bang bang. Right off the bat. Shiver the rings. I wanna fucking say Space Bomb so bad to make you mad.
That song sucks.
But Almost Famous.
Banger.
Yeah, Cinderella Man.
Cinderella
Seduction.
Man.
Seduce.
Nobody who's as good at what I do.
So bad. I gotta go Almost Famous though. So
you got Talking
Oh,
to Myself.
whoa, hold on. For some reason, I blew over Cold Wind Blows.
Yeah.
Cold Wind Blows, Talking Myself on Fire.
Just right away, all three, yeah. That's not a bad take. Arguably mine. So I'm definitely going Cold Wind Blows, Talking to Myself. For the record, Spacebound and Won't Back Down. The worst songs on the album by far.
Like a ship
So I think WTP is a fire song.
Yeah.
Almost Famous is a banger. Untitled is a banger. Cinderella Man's fire. Yeah, I'm doing WTP. So I'm going to go Cold Wind Blows, Talking to Myself, White Trash Party. For sure. This album gets a decent amount of hate from us, or not from us, like, I guess in comparison to Relapse, because it's obviously forever going to be cemented in history as, like, the one that gets compared to Relapse, because, A, it replaced an album that would have been more like Relapse, and it's got the whole Relapse recovery thing going on. Yeah. And they're just so fucking different.
Yeah. And him, like, distancing himself from Relapse was upsetting on, what song was it?
It hurt my feelings. Talking to Myself.
Yeah. Is that the Perhaps I Ran a Accents into the Ground?
No, that was Not Afraid. But then in on Talking to Myself, he said those last two albums didn't count. Encore, I was on drugs. Relapse, I was flushing them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a couple times he kind of like.
Yeah, it's like then you can apologize for Encore. It's fine. Just don't apologize for Relapse.
Yeah. Speaking of the hate, and saying mean things about Relapse.
I'm going to boo this one coming in. I'm going to boo this one like to the Philadelphia 76ers. Oh, no, not this one.
I am putting in the stops. By the way, this cost me literally hundreds of dollars, so we're going to be good with it. But Bad Beats Evil, baby. Bringing it in as a bonus, it's technically M and Royce, but I would actually consider this super close to being a solo project. Like, not obviously it's a duo, but like when you think about like Mos Def's discography, like you put Black Star on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's two guys. One of them, they're both on every song. Like I consider this to be part of like Royce and Eminem's discography.
That is one that's super
underrated.
Well, yeah, but also just like certain albums when you connect them to a certain time in your life. Like, what was this, 2011? Yeah. That it, like, I don't know, I just remember, like, at the time, just, like, going to and coming from, picking up, we'll call her my ex, in Dorchester. And so I'd have to, like, drive into Boston to pick her up from work and stuff. So I had, like, you know, a good, like, 25 minutes of music listening to. And it was, like, on repeat, just, like, over and over. It was, like... It was back in the days where like CDs were still relevant, where you could like still buy them and stuff. So it was just putting the CD in, and the CD just kept playing and kept playing. You get out of the car and you turn the car back on, it just starts playing in the middle of the song.
From where you left it off, dude,
It's just like a month straight of that.
Did I go first last time, or did you go first last time?
I think I went first.
All right. So this one, and we can also include, because they're definitely part of it. The two that came out first, Echo and Living Proof or whatever.
Yeah.
Like those are definitely on this album, not bonuses or anything. Or I mean, they are bonuses, but I consider it part of it. This album was fire. This was like one of the last times too that like rapping the way these guys rapped was like a mainstream thing. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like Fastlane was all over the radio, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like how much like you can consider Rap God, even though that was kind of like cheesy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a little more gimmicky. Like
this was like
specifically doing this
rap being at the forefront.
Yeah, this is like we're just doing what we do, but it's big, not like I'm gonna do that thing.
Yeah. With that being said, Fastlane is gonna be on mine. Dude, I'm on everything. It is so dope, dude. Their back and forth on that is fucking ridiculous. And then featuring Mike Epps. That's amazing. He does
That's awesome.
look, right? And then
Vodka, Hennessy,
you know what? I think Welcome to Hell. Honestly. That's an insane way to open the album up.
Yeah. Decompress. Let's all decompress for a second. I go Fastlane. I'm actually blinking out like name wise the song. The Reunion is the story track, right?
That's the reason why I fucking brought this album up. Yeah, because he's like, don't act like you don't like those accents. I rap tight.
Yeah. The first time that he stepped up.
He said, Bagpipes from Baghdad is a good song.
I'm actually pretty good when I do that. All right. So yeah, The Reunion, and I really like Loud Noises, but
Loud Noises with Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I don't know if I want to put it in there.
What a random one.
Is
Is that the Call Me R. Kelly Because You're in Trouble, or is that from the bonus track on Recovery? I think that's the bonus track on Recovery. It's like session 1.
Yeah.
Call me R. Kelly because you're in trouble. You used to say that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I don't know. Like, that was like,
you're in trouble.
I've literally heard that sentence come out of your mouth more than any other sentence.
It needs to be said in a certain cadence. And this is just for like, purposes of just really enjoying the song. Lighters. Shout out Bruno Mars.
Okay.
This one's for you.
So just so I'm clear, you went Fastlane, The Reunion, and Lighters.
Yeah.
All right.
He was like, all right. I guess you can do that.
I wouldn't do that with that album in particular, but. All right, moving
Living
things.
out our dreams. Right, is that it?
Yep. Another fantastic album that I think this is what you should listen to on your way home. Because I think it's the one that you're most unfamiliar with.
Wait. How?
I was going to say, dude. My Marshall Mathers LP. Yeah, I think this one was like a blip in your memory.
Yeah, I think I just had other stuff going on, you know? It just kind of, I was just, flew over me.
Yeah. So
Washed over me.
well, good luck.
Thanks. No, I know it enough. My life would be so much better.
Dude.
You just dropped dead.
Yep. The thing I love about that song in particular too is it just fits the Marshall Mathers LP aesthetic so well.
Yeah. No, he did a good job with this album of like not just being like, oh, this is a sequel, so I can sell records because people are gonna buy it because it's the sequel thing. Where he has like the parking lot skit, bad guys in there, like there's references like the headlights.
Mm-hmm. That's Clean Out My Closet, but yeah, still like a mom thing.
Clean Out My Oh, that was on Eminem Show.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Clean Out My Closet sounds like it could have been on the Mathers LP too.
Yeah. All right. Without further ado, we're doing more doing Legacy for
Hell yeah.
Sheezy.
Hell yeah.
Stronger than I was. No. All right, Legacy, Rhyme or Reason.
Great fucking pick, bro.
And then I don't know if you're gonna like my other pick. Oh no, never mind. I take it back. I almost said.
You almost said Love Game, didn't you?
No, I almost said Berserk. No, Love Game. It sucks until Kendrick comes up, and then
What?
Brainless.
My man's out of his mind.
Rhyme or Reason, Legacy, Brainless.
Okay. For the record,
Those are the three.
Legacy is 1 if we were including the deluxe edition. Wicked Ways is 2, but we're not. Yeah, dude. The hook maybe not that great, but the verses are insane.
Oh, Evil Twin. I kind of whatever.
So I'm easily going Legacy 1. So Much Better would be 2 for me, and then I'm between Brainless and Rhyme or Reason right now, and. Wow, that's really tough. I'm going to go Rhyme or Reason over Brainless as my third. That being said, though, I think this album is a victim of high highs and low lows. Like, I think Bad Guy, Rhyme or Reason, So Much Better, Survival, Legacy is like a fucking amazing way to start. And I think like Asshole and Berserk is kind of like a lull for me. I don't really like either of those songs. And then I'm like, oh, Rap God and Brainless. And then I'm like, oh, Stronger Than I Was. And then I'm like, oh, Monster. And then I'm like, oh, So Far in Love. But like, and then I think if you took the deluxe edition and you took out some of the songs that I didn't like and put literally any one of those 5 in that place, this album would be so much more sick the whole way through.
Yeah.
But I do think it's a really great album as well.
Yeah, I don't know if I said this, but the one I almost picked was Berserk. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you like Berserk. I know that. We used to argue about that a lot. We used to argue a lot about what's a better song, Survival or Berserk. A lot. I don't know why. We have random arguments about it. All right, here we go now.
I think about this shit, hip hop, and started from scratch.
The greatest album of Eminem's entire career. I just realize every time I do this, the lights just
This album sucks. This album sucks. This album sucks. The crowd hates it.
Alright, so now that we're here, do I think this is a better album than Encore? Sometimes, yes. So, is it a good album? No. Let's just get that out of the way.
It does have 3 very good songs on it, though. So I can,
It has more than 3 very good songs on it.
I have to see it, but I saw 3 already.
But so, I think the quality of lyricism on this album is better than Encore. I think if you pick up any song on this album, even though the song sucks, he's still rapping good. Which I think is kind of where, like, even Like Home, like, not the best song. It's, like, really boring, honestly. But then he's, like, rhyming, like, oh, he looks like a canary with a beak. He talks like a parrot and repeats. Why do you think he banned transgenders from the military with a tweet? Like, it's just all fire rhymes, and then it's just like this awful beat in the background, and there's like bullshit going on. Like, and I'm like, okay, like. But I do give him bonus points for rapping better, and then I do think there's a handful of songs, and it's kind of how I view Encore. I think Encore has like a lot of lulls on it with a handful of songs, so sometimes I lean towards Revival over Encore. But that being said, Believe, in my opinion, is one of the best written Eminem songs in the history of his entire career. So, and it's on this album, so thanks for that. And then I think Framed is a fucking fire song. Obviously, it's a Relapse callback, and we're Relapse guys, but it is what it is. It has no fucking place on this album, too. But it is there, and it's amazing. And then I know a lot of people like the In Your Head Castle or Rose thing, and particularly Castle and a Rose. I fucking love In Your Head. I think the second verse in Your Head is dope. Run That Back, second verse. Obviously, the whole thing is the same rhyme scheme and same internal the whole way through, but it's so conversational, dude. It's like very reminiscent of his Eminem Show days, just kind of in his newer style. And then, I think those are it. Not like a fuck ton of really good things to say about it though. It is Revival. So
I actually will need to run back. Remind me, as far as like just being familiar with this song, so I can't speak on that. But like going from Like Home, Bad Husbands, Tragic Endings, and then then Framed, but then it gets to Nowhere Fast. I'm like, and then
Need Me, yeah.
Need Me. There's like a bunch of Anyway, we're doing good things though. We're saying good things. And then like he has Core Septic on there, but it's like not even the best version.
Technically, the other one wasn't even made till people shit on this one though.
So it is necessary. Yeah, this is a very important. Like I shouldn't hate this as much as I do because if this was well received, it was the end of Eminem. Yeah. This was gonna be like the beginning of the end. He was gonna be like, oh no, like I'm the likable.
Retired.
Yeah, I'm like I want to be the guy that people like.
I have nothing left. I have no more stories to tell. I have no more rapping to do. And then he was like, nope. I'm gonna be the best rapper. I want to be the best rapper. Like, you cannot. Yeah. Sure.
Yes, I go Believe, Framed, and I go Castle. So
cool.
Yeah. Although
we both
I will say
had the same.
Yeah, we're like we fall in that same like that 3 there.
Yeah.
But I really like. I know you don't like Offended, but I do.
I like the verses on Offended. I think the beat switches and then the way it cuts into the hook makes it so choppy for me. But I think some of it's really good. Yeah. And
then honorable mention, just because it needs to be mentioned, I think as the best song, River.
Really?
Yeah, just like it's not like I think, in my opinion, not even obviously everything's subjective, but kind of like the objectively best song is River. Although I would I would choose the 3 that I picked over to listen to before.
I think Believe is a well put together song and Framed on it.
I think Ed Sheeran.
Oh yeah. Incredible. I mean, I think River's a really good song.
Yeah.
Like, that's another quality. And, bro, the wordplay on River, bro, where he's like, she's been on the web lately, says maybe she'll be my Gwen Stacy despite her man. Triple, bro. Despite her man, to spite her man, to Spider-Man, bro. Like, all 3 fit perfectly. It's a perfect triple entendre. But I digress. This album's trash, right? We're not hip-hop fans anymore. I don't know why I'm defending it so hard. I don't think it's good.
Get it the fuck out of here. Throw it out the window. Get rid of it.
Here we go. Part of the reason why you should be thankful for Revival. Kamikaze.
Shout out Beastie Boys.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, such a good way to come back. From Revival.
How quick was that turnaround?
Exactly what the doctor ordered. 8 months.
Nice.
And he clearly made this album in that time. Like, this was not like stuff he had that like he didn't want to put out on his nugget about this album though, that interview he did with Sway, and he was like, "There's a couple songs where like Dre thought I took it too far, so we didn't put them on the album." I want those.
Yeah.
I want to hear those.
I want to see how far
make sure you
can
put that
go.
on your posthumous album that comes out after you die. I want those songs to be on there. Y'all didn't know about that?
The executive producer Slim Shady.
So this is a hard one to actually pick a top 3 because I think it's so consistent outside of like Nice Guy, Good Guy.
Mm-hmm.
But and I think they're all like kind of in the same realm. Like I think there's a bunch of songs that are really fucking good, but I will say that I don't think there's a ton of like standouts. I think they're all just they're all above average.
Yeah.
But there's no like easy picks. For me, I'm gonna go with Not Alike because I think that verse with that beat switch when he goes after MGK is crazy. I'm gonna go with honestly Fall because I think the hook is nice. I think it's the best as far as being a cohesive song. And then I'm going to go with The Ringer just because of like the sheer excitement of the first time listening to this album and hearing where the fuck he was about to go with it. And that's what I'm going to say.
The Ringer, for sure. Man, I really Not Alike 2. And I think I'm gonna say Not Alike, and then Lucky You. Those are my 3.
So Ringer, Not Alike, and Lucky You?
Yeah. This is a really... I know you're saying, though, it's like, it's a wicked good album. There's almost like... There's like... A lot of them have such a little separation between them. You know, like, it's almost...
Yeah, Greatest is up there with those. Kamikaze is up there with those.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like...
And it really, like, we've talked about how Venom and stuff, how, like, I don't really like that song, but...
Because of the hook, though, right?
Yeah. So, like, I think there's, like, the clear, like, 11, 12, and 13 are, like, a step below, and then everything else is pretty much, like...
Yeah, because even, like, Stepping Stone and Normal, like, they're not as... Well, Stepping Stone's crazy because he uses the same fucking rhyme pattern the whole time to, like, tell the story that he does, which is, like, holy fuck. Mm-hmm. Verses might vary, but, like, each verse is the same rhyme pattern. And then Normal is, like... banging, dude. He does the whole like evening gown with their cleavage out and like scenic route, and there's just like this insane rhyme scheme, even though it's like more of like almost like a Chance the Rapper kind of song. But yeah, dude, fucking fantastic album. I can't wait to do the Eminem rankings because like it's so interesting where to put them all. Like doing this is making me realize, holy shit,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good discog. So we're gonna do these separately out here.
Okay.
Because real motherfuckers know their different albums.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says about this too. Music to be murdered by. We'll start off with. Just to touch on that, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, he didn't intend it to be 2 different albums. Bro, they came out 11 months apart. One of them was clearly written after this came out. Because it's all about COVID. This came out 2 months before everything shut down. It's not all about COVID, but it's all over it. It's like you can't write an album after an album, put it out as a deluxe edition, and have them be 2 different albums. I don't care what he says. His opinion's wrong. They're 2 different albums. Eminem is wrong. I'm here to tell you that Eminem is wrong. Side A and Side B, 2 different albums. That's a TikTok right there. All right. So, this album, I don't know, when it first came out, there was a fuck ton of love for it. I feel like in the past couple of years, it maybe has dissipated a little bit, and I don't know why, because to me, I think this album's incredible. I think it was better than Kamikaze and Revival, obviously. Honestly, I'll save it for when we do a ranking, but this is like... shockingly high for my list, dude. I think it was like the first time he finally like in a while where like Kamikaze he blitzed rapping, Revival he tried to make like a cohesive album and it didn't work out too well, and this time I think he tried to like blitz rapping and make a cohesive album at the same time, and I think he succeeded. For people like me, fucking amazing. You Gonna Learn is by far my favorite song on this album. I have a crazy affinity towards Lock It Up, Anderson .Paak is 2.
Dope song.
And then fuck, dude. I'm just gonna say it. 3 is Farewell. One of the most underrated Eminem songs the whole way through that you could possibly listen to. I don't care if the hook is scratchy. It's a banger.
Is that Farewell? It's been real.
No.
What's that song?
No, that's from King Mathers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what is that?
Farewell's the one that's like, I gotta tell myself.
Oh, okay.
Another lie. It's the one that samples No Games by Serrani. Love, cool girl, don't you feel
By who?
the same? Serrani. I don't want to play games. Yeah.
All right.
How long have you been at it? Oh, wow.
Oh,
Hour and a half. We got a long podcast.
all right. Cool.
No, it's good. I need as much content as I can get.
I gotta have Lock It Up is in there.
Fuck yeah.
Really, really like Little Engine.
Nice.
Should be in there for me. Marsh.
Dude, fantastic song.
Yeah.
That was. I was gonna say that instead of Farewell, but I just gotta go with my heart, dude.
Yeah. Good album.
He raps
Dope.
his ass off on March.
Dope. This is like we're getting to the point though where I'm like, I think in the era of like too much to listen to, that I don't like. Remember talking about Bad Meets Evil? It was just like constantly replaying. That like
Yeah.
these ones don't have like the hours put in as much for me.
For me, they do. For sure.
And that's it. So there's no other Eminem albums. He's officially retired. And he did put out like a side B type thing, but we're not going to cover that here because we all know that it's one album. And so yeah, everybody have.
So, Music to Be Murdered by Side B. The most recent solo Eminem album drop. That also has Side A on it as a deluxe. Also, don't you think if this is Side B and he put out an album, like the way another weird thing about that to me is like it does say right on it that Side B is the deluxe disc. But it's like when you put this album on streaming services, like it plays Side B first and then like it has this second section as like
Yeah.
it's like what is that?
It's not thought through. That's what that is.
But anyway, so top 3 of this. I think these are. I actually teeter back and forth between this and Side A. I still don't think I know which one I like better, which fucks with me, because I'm like, what do I do? When I'm ranking them, like, because sometimes I want to put them side by side, and then sometimes I feel like I put another album in between them. I don't know. And then sometimes I don't know which one is above that album, which one's below it. Are they both? Like, it all fucks with me. But anyway, I'm going Discombobulated for sure. Zeus for sure. And I'm going to tap it off with Book of Rhymes.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Ben's riled up out there.
He's getting walked.
All right. So I got Marsh, Little Engine, and then Lock It Up. All right.
I'm going to pick the deluxe tracks.
I'll have to agree with you about Book of Rhymes, for sure.
Nice.
This is harder just because of my, again, like I said, like my lack of time put in. So this may be, if I were, I feel like I'm gonna give you 3 if I listen to it all the way through again, which I probably do for.
I'll give you your top 3.
Eminem.
I'll give you your top 3. Well, dude, you better before his fucking next one comes out. We got a lot of Eminem content we're about to be doing.
All right, yeah, Book of Rhymes, and then Alfred's Theme. And I honestly, I don't even remember the song, but I feel like I really liked Killer.
He did. So just so we're
it
all
makes
aware,
sense that I liked Killer.
Just so we're all aware, when we redo this and he listens to the album again, he's definitely putting Favorite Bitch in his top 3.
I was looking at that. I was like, I think I really like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I can't recall like the songs sometimes.
So you said Book of Rhymes, Killer, and
Alfred's Theme.
you didn't put Discombobulated on there?
Honestly, I didn't even see it.
Discombobulated?
I didn't look down that far.
Bro, his 3 favorites are Killer, Killer, Favorite Bitch, and Discombobulated.
I was.
I
I got 3 before I went all the way down.
Yeah. This album's fire too. I think this album from Book of Rhymes down is insane, and I like Alfred's Theme a lot too. Black Magic is solid. Tone Deaf's really the only song where I'm like, God, dude, I hate this beat. I don't like listening to this. He's rapping really well on it, but I just can't do it. But yeah, absolute banger as well. And I fucking can't wait for the new one, bro.
If it comes out.
Fuck off, dude. The concern is, am I going to die before it comes out? Like, that's the anxiety I always have. Like, I need to make it to the album, dude. I can't die before it comes out. If there's no afterlife, what the fuck? I just miss an Eminem album. It's bullshit.
Is that okay? So we get to you. Actually, you die. Rest in peace, Bobby.
Oh
He's
God,
dead.
here we go.
So you there is an afterlife, and for some clerical mix-up, you got sent to heaven.
For real.
God is like, all right, you know, he's got a few things are different than what humans think. You're not like constantly around the earth as angels, but you can go down once. We're gonna let you go down once, and you can do one thing. And I want to let you know before you go down, there is an Eminem album that's out, but you get 90 minutes down on Earth. Do you hop inside of the car of somebody listening to the album all the way through, or do you do something else? Do you check in on your family?
Wait, I can't listen to the album in heaven? How is that heaven? That's not heaven. Oxymoron. Doesn't work.
God doesn't. He's gonna have an explicit.
You can listen to explicit lyrics in heaven if you want to.
I don't think so.
The Bible says heaven is whatever you want it to be, and I think it's constantly playing.
If it has an explicit content sticker.
For the sake of this answer, no, I'm not checking out on my loved ones. Yes, I'm listening to the Eminem album. And if they were really my loved ones, they'd be listening to the Eminem album.
What if he gives you 90 minutes, but it's a double album?
Okay, so
it's an hour 45
This
minutes.
is going to be according to what we just went through. We just did 13 projects, right? 12 albums, we considered Side B its own thing. And we did Hell the sequel, right? So we'll call that 13 albums. Prediction. Out of 14, where's his new album going to end up, you think?
It's going to be hard to break in to like any sort of top 5, I think. Based off of like what he's put out, like in the most, he hasn't put a ton, but like, I'll go with like a nice 7-ish in that. I think middle of the pack, like that
Top
Marshall Mathers LP 2, like very good album range.
Yeah.
That's where I go.
See.
Which would be a departure from the music he's been putting out. It's actually kind of a statement of saying it's going to not as good, but which I kind of want to take back now, but I said it already. So
you think it's not going to be as good as like Kamikaze or Music to Be Murdered By?
No, well, according to what I just said, yes, but now that I'm rethinking it, it might be, because there's no reason to think that it won't be. But
for me, dude, when you say 7... Like, think about this. he has the Slim Shady LP, he has the Marshall Mathers LP, he has the Eminem Show, he has Relapse. Like, he has whatever your opinion is of the two Music to Be Murdered by, Kamikaze, Held a Sequel, Marshall Mathers LP 2. It's like 7 is like...
Yeah, true. That's, still...
That's
it's in the mix.
there.
Yeah, it's
that's in the fucking mix.
All right, now I stick with 7.
Yeah. Like,
Which
I'm
would make...
worried about, like, it being at, like, 8 or 9. Because I think it has the potential to be. Would I love it to be 3rd? Yes. Do I think that's the ceiling? Yes. And do I think... Am I going to make that my official call out of hope for the boy? Absolutely. 100%.
It could be. Or...
Hear me out. It could be 14.
he's like, oh, wow. Yeah, everybody has accepted me as a rapper again. So now... Now with the election coming up.
This is my revisal. It's just a revisal. I will say I don't think it's going to be worse than Revival. I think the floor is slightly better than Revival. And I think the ceiling is his 3rd best album. Which is a fucking wide range. But, I mean, at the end of the day, you don't know. I'm not one of those people that thinks the new Eminem will never be able to hold a candle to the old Eminem. I think the new Eminem has adapted to the fact that hip-hop, the lyricists of hip-hop, commercial hip-hop has went the other way, which is why I think people don't fuck with them as much anymore. Yeah, but this new Eminem can rap with Joyner Lucas. He can rap with King Los, right? Like, the guys that are fucking out-rapping everybody right now, he can rap with J. Cole. It's like... I don't know what more you want him to do. Yeah. like, he evolved with rap. If he rapped like he was rapping in like 2002, yeah, he would have been the best rapper in 2002. But like now it doesn't have the same feel to it because it's just not like the hip hop's evolved for 20 years. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, and I think he's done a good job with like adopting the new style, but not being the new style, where he actually like play around with it. Yeah, like, but he doesn't.
Believe is kind of like trap-ish. You know what I mean? It's just not, obviously not like in the future way, but like the beats and stuff. Yeah. And I think one thing he's done and listened to and is gonna incorporate into this new album a little bit is slowing it down.
That would be...
Realist, he slowed it down. Doomsday Part 2, he slowed it down. The Juice WRLD drug song, he slowed it down.
Yeah. I think that would probably be my one criticism of it is like of the newer Eminem.
Going to the quick shit all the time.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like used as a crutch of like, look what I can do, kind of. Like
too often.
Yeah, and it's like you can do that, but like, and I think we talked about this with wild that his name's being brought up again. It's Jarv. Remember when we went to the show and it was like Afro and Jarv, and it's like Jarv, he can do that like that double time rap, but then he goes back into the pocket and it sounds so much better. Where Afro is constant double time, the whole time. Yeah. It doesn't really give you a break, and not that Eminem doesn't do that, but like I do feel like he kind of like. The end of a bunch of songs, it's like him being like, oh, the music cuts out, and I'm just going to keep going.
Side B, he does a lot of beat switching to like everything. So this is kind of how, and speaking of bonus, real quick bonus. I'm not expecting you to be able to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Another decent project. I would consider the first disc on this pretty Eminem heavy. I mean, it literally, Eminem, Slaughterhouse with an Eminem feature, Eminem solo song, Bad Meets Evil song, which is basically Eminem, and then it's song without Eminem. Eminem solo, Yellow Wolf D12, Eminem solo, Eminem feature, Eminem solo, Posse Cut with Eminem in the last verse. Like, it's like pretty heavily an Eminem project. I'm a Psychopath Killer, Die Alone, Fine Line. Do you want to take a stab?
Well, all right. I'm gonna do something a little different over here. I'm just gonna, because I can't. I'm not gonna be able to do this because I don't even know like the names. So I'm just gonna pick off of the other side my 3 favorite. Because we have opportunities. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Make a mess of my house, dude. It's giving me pressure. I can't do it. Yeah, I thought.
Are you just gonna guess?
No, I just thought Best Friend was gonna be on here.
No, that's a curtain call too.
Purple Pills.
Yeah, just go to the side.
Yeah, I was going my 3 songs that I know here. It's gonna be Purple Pills. I gotta go with Fight Music.
We could just do Devil's Night if you want.
And
I have that over there too.
I almost said my band, but you know I love. Oh man, the boring answer is Lose Yourself, but because I don't want to say that, I'm gonna say Wanksta by 50 Cent.
Ooh, there's the demo version of Lose Yourself on there too. Have you heard that?
I don't think so.
Completely different verses.
Oh really?
Yeah, worth giving a listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little raw, like it's not as mixed, but it literally is like a slightly different hook and completely different verses.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Is it anything in comparison to when he, in 8 Mile when he's in the bus and he's writing and it's kind of like an incomplete? Is there similarities between those two?
No, that's called 8 Mile Road. That's a song that's on the.
Oh, that wasn't Lose Yourself?
No,
he was writing.
That's the beat. It's called 8 Mile Road. That's on the 8 Mile soundtrack.
Yeah. Okay.
That, Run Rabbit Run, Lose Yourself. Then there's a D12 song called Rap Game, and then he has a song called Love Me with Obi Trice and 50 Cent. All original music that's on the 8 Mile soundtrack. There's obviously, I think he produced a Jay-Z song too on there. But then a lot of the music is just like other people that made music for it.
I need to run the soundtrack right. My brother had that. It never really got into my hands.
It's good shit. But the point I was about to make, now that I just went on this tangent, luckily I can cut TikToks to skip, is that like Shady 15, when it came out, I was like, oh, his flow's choppy. He's trying to do the battle rap thing on some songs. Like, I'm like, this is a little goofy. But now when I listen to it, like, have you ever noticed, like, if you go through like a discography, like say you were going through, I don't know, I wish there was like a big name rapper that we haven't went through the discography of. But like I know you're not a big fan of him, but like Jay-Z, right? Mm-hmm. When you go through Jay-Z's discography, right, you're not like, it's not the same for you because you're not like, you get to Blueprint, you're like, oh, this is an album that came out and I listened to it when it first came out and it was really well received and everybody really fucking liked it, and like you're just like sitting there giving it your own opinion and just like listening to it, and like there's not a lot of noise going on, and then you get to like Black Album and then you walk out with these weird opinions. Like, didn't you think like Blueprint 3 was like Jay-Z's best album or something like that? Like,
it's a very good album.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying.
Like when you do that, so when I think of listening to like that album, when I go back to it and just consider it a piece of his discography, I'm like, oh, that's the one where he was just like going the fuck off. That's really cool. That's really fun to me. Like Side B to me is like the one where like, oh shit, where he decided to show off his rap skill at the end of every song and have a beat break, right? When it came out as an album where I'm like, oh, the new Eminem album that's dropping that I'm excited for, I've been waiting for it for months, like it might not necessarily be what you want at the time, but then when it fits through like the arc of a story of his discography, and I'm like, oh, that's the one where he showed off a lot of the end of songs, I actually really fuck with that. Like, you know what I mean? And it gives me like a different like fucking perspective on like listening to his albums.
Yeah. I remember that one specifically. I never really sat down and listened to it myself, but Sean was playing it maybe?
Yeah.
And I like listened to him like, this is really good. And then I just never listened to it.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, like in 2014, it was almost like he was overdoing it. But the way your ears have adapted, or I'm not gonna speak for you, but
Well,
like
I liked it. Your ears caught up to my ears, but
no, but we heard like a little snippet of like probably the most fluent song on the album. It was Psychopath Killer. I remember this vividly, but like I'm telling you, if you listen back to it now, it's like pretty solid, like cohesive. There are some stuff where it's just like choppy, him going crazy with the beat. Like what's the one? Shady 15, the opening track, and
when did this come out?
Right for me, 2014. It was like right after the Mathers LP2.
So, does that mean Shady 25 is coming out this year?
I don't think so.
Why?
I mean,
Show your work.
Well, because he's dropping a solo album.
Is he?
Bro, if it's Shady 25, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Dude, he was supposed to put out an album 2 years ago in 2022 around the time of the Super Bowl, and then it would have been okay to do Shady 25 now. But since you waited for the solo album, I wish I said that while standing.
When did that album come out? Like when? Like is it August? You know? Do you know?
So you're saying you think he comes out with 2 projects this year? I mean, I guess he did.
No, I don't. I'm not saying. I'm just like, even if it's a solo album to commemorate, because he fucking loves commemorating. Motherfucker is all about commemorating.
Bro, if he had Dr. Dre go on Jimmy Kimmel to announce another fucking anniversary ass bullshit thing, I will lose my mind.
Oh no, I'm not even saying that it's just like it could be all new music and everything could be an album, but I'm just saying like, is that? I wonder if that's in play as a date. Of like, I'm just trying to like gauge. I'm trying to turn on my Reddit brain of being like, oh well.
Like of the 25th anniversary of Shady Records being the date that he drops the album.
Yeah. Or just
interesting.
Nearby.
Redditors.
Put it on.
Interesting.
Put it on, even though I just made fun of you, my voice.
That's what they all sound like. Actually, if you go to Eminem Reddit, I can't comment. I'm not allowed to. You're not allowed to comment unless you like build like credits or something like that. And I was like, I'm not gonna fucking work towards this so I can fuck around.
Comment on other lesser subreddits to work your way up to an Eminem film.
Yeah. So, but they're so fucking funny, in the sense of humor of the Eminem Reddit fan is like us when we were 16, and like Mike is literally on there. He is. I know for a fact. Like literally, hold on. I'm just gonna pull up another little segment. We'll pull up Eminem Reddit for a moment, and I'm gonna read you just random posts.
All right.
Oh shit!
Eminem dropped an album.
Eminem's gonna be announcing the Lions' first round draft pick. That's why you go to Eminem Reddit.
He's like, I'm with the number 1 pick for the Detroit Lions. It's my new album.
All right, ready for this? Oh, let me find a good one.
People on Reddit though are fucking annoying though. Like maybe it's just like certain subreddits or whatever, but it's such like a hive mind place.
Yeah,
it's fucking weird. Annoying. Like I'm like, dude, you gotta shut the fuck up.
We only have 5.5 hours to go. At that point, there'll only be 36 more Thursday nights of waiting periods at the most. Like literally, it's all people like me, bro.
That's funny.
Oh, Billie Eilish announced an album. So Billie Eilish, another thing to talk about, since we're on our Eminem news, this is actually just giving me things to talk about. She did like some sort of DJ set at some festival, and she played Lose Yourself. And you know how she's pretty, I guess, outspoken about the fact that she thought like Eminem freaked her out when she was a kid, and she was like, he scared me, I didn't like him or whatever. And then he kind of made fun of her on Side B for it. It was like, I'm giving nightmares to Billie Eilish. Like even Billie Eilish fans have been like, oh, her doing that, like putting Eminem's like song is like her, like he might be like on her next album. They might like have collabed, like she might be like finally like introducing like her fan base to the fact that like I'm okay with Eminem now, and that would actually not be a bad collab. Yeah.
Ooh. What is your dream collab for Eminem? Like someone that he hasn't done a song with that you would like to see on the new album, or I guess to see have him show up on. Because I know your opinion would be like no features, but
If I had to have
yeah,
features
if you had like if you could choose one person he hasn't collabed with yet.
Well, it would have been J. Cole, but that's fucking out. So, honestly, probably still J. Cole, but yeah, he's the one that I would love. And the reason being, too, because J. Cole was... Oh, hold on. Okay, come on.
Hey, I really want to come in.
So it would have been J. Cole. Come on, buddy. He was just crying outside the door. I don't know if any of you guys could hear that. But, so it was gonna be J. Cole, but J. Cole's album, or J. Cole's like backtrack. Alright, I'm back. So,
What am I saying?
So J. Cole has been on this crazy fucking feature run where he's like smoking everybody and talking shit about them. So I wanted to have him like be on Eminem's album. Like, okay, come do, okay, New School Feature King, jump on the fucking real Feature King's fucking album.
Yeah.
And let's do this. Like, I would have loved to see that. But J. Cole kind of like killed his mystique. Like,
Yeah.
he really didn't. He kind of ruined that if it were to happen. Like, now if Eminem washes him on a song, or if J. Cole washes Eminem on a song, it's like all more embarrassing.
Yeah. I think my pick would be Tyler the Creator. I would like to see him do a track with Tyler the Creator.
Just like a reprisal of
like,
the whole beef that they have with each other.
Yeah,
See, I could fuck with that.
Have it squashed and
But
stuff.
I'm gonna close the door and you're gonna be stuck in here with us.
And they would be they're good. They'd be a good pair, I think. He's like, well, no, maybe I want to leave.
No, he's fine, dude.
But no, I think they would be a good fit together. Like they have the potential to mesh together on a track. It'd be really dope. Like there's some people that I wouldn't.
It makes sense.
Really
Tyler Creator is a big Relapse fan.
Yeah,
so I fuck with that
so,
for sure. That's a really good pick. So I would love to see that be the case. I would love to see Benny the Butcher get on an Eminem song.
Does he not have it? He doesn't have a.
No, just Conway.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he did bang with Conway. And then what's one more?
Conway's cool. I like Conway.
I
really like West Side Gun. His voice is like too much.
He's
good for a verse.
You might disagree with this, but I think Russ, even if it was like to sing or do something like that on a song with Eminem, would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. What about you? Outside of
Tyler the Creator?
Yeah. Dude, can you stop looking?
And we're talking like in the sense of real like possibility, right? Not like anybody.
Yeah. So not like you can't say like Jarv.
Yeah. So all right, Big D's is out.
No, that's the realm of possibility.
Well, because and it actually might even still be in there, but I'm about to see King Lo spar with him, and even I think R.A. the Rugged Man. But again, I don't know if it's really in the wrong possibility. Like the thing is though, Eminem would be like he's obviously aware of King Los and R.A. the Rugged Man. So it's not like
specifically, I feel like is a collab that needs to happen, especially now that they both rap very similar.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're doing weird.
Guy's onto something, dude. He's like, there's something here for me.
What do you smell, dude?
He's like, there's fucking someone smeared peanut butter somewhere.
Like he's literally saying,
I'm gonna find it.
You're cool, dude. Yeah, no, I think that would be a sick idea for a feature for him too.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Because it's like he does songs with people that have lesser followings, so it's like, why not? Like just fucking do it. And there's that whole like, I think Alright the Rugged Man feels some type of, or did at one point definitely feel some type of way about Eminem.
Being like another white rapper, because he was gonna be that guy before he got like blackballed from the industry.
When he said that shit, like doing that, I was doing shit like whatever since that white boy started saying in '99 or like whatever the fuck he said. Something along those lines. Where it's like he clearly, he's like, hey, I was doing that. Like,
I was the white boy.
I'm less marketable.
Shout out Rugged Man though, he's fire.
Yeah.
I
fucking love Rugged Man.
Yeah, dude. Legends Never Die is literally one of my favorite albums of all time. I think I don't have much else to say. I don't know if you do.
No, I mean we didn't get to. I can't even like seriously do it. So all right, but anyway, we didn't even get to Just a Lot, but all right, it's fine. I guess we can wrap up.
You want to talk about Just a Lot?
That's what I thought.
Oh, I was.
Isn't that why we were supposed to?
I was supposed to be reading Reddit posts. Actually,
is there a Just a Lot subreddit?
Okay, 4 hours ago. Ready? This is a real Reddit post, and I'm sorry if the person who did this actually sees this, because I'm about to just. This is why I get consumed. This is the header, and this is a long post, but some possible information on the new album. Ready? All right, guys. I'm not going to claim to be in the know about anything at all, because I'm certainly not. It's completely possible that I'm being trolled and that all the information you're about to read will end up being completely false. I was hesitant to even post this, but I figured that at least some people on the sub would enjoy the food for thought. My friend has been dating this woman. Hey. He's like, hey, those are my batteries. My friend has been dating this woman for probably about 2 months now. And the woman he's dating handles a lot of music and movie promotional stuff, advertising, and often gets to hang with a lot of big names in the music and movies industry. I was hesitant to believe any of what she was saying at first, until she showed me pictures with different people like Chris Brown, Snoop Dogg, 21 Savage, Meek Mill, and someone else who I found to be particularly interesting, Paul Rosenberg. Naturally, when I saw that, I had to ask if she has ever met Eminem. She said she did, very briefly, years ago, and she's more familiar with Paul and was actually at a dinner with him less than a month ago. Here's the potentially juicy information. Bro, this is the bullshit, dude.
I'm in.
She claims to know that Eminem's next album is called Reprise, stylized in all capital letters and a backwards first E, and is a continuation of the show theme following Encore. While she made it clear that she has not heard anything at all from the album and isn't privy to that stuff, she claims to have seen 2 different versions of an album cover and claims to know that there have been recording sessions with Nas, Tizo Touchdown, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, Easy Mill, Skylar Grey, and some other female singer's name that I don't remember. She also said she didn't know the release date of the speculated album, but said probably soon given Dr. Dre's announcement. Both album cover concepts supposedly feature bright yellow curtains in a similar fashion to the Eminem Show / Encore, and Marshall in a similar outfit to the Doomsday 2 video. Who knows, folks? This could be a bunch of horseshit. The good news is my friend continues to date this woman. I can call her out on her lies later on. So, now, my thing is, if this is true, like what he's saying is true, is like, I would say, yeah, if that's your story, I believe that said woman. However, he's probably fucking making this bitch up. Like, he has no friend who dates someone in the music industry, right? And he's being real slick with the way he's like, I could be lying, guys, but, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what someone that was telling the truth would fucking say. But it's like, I'm over here getting fucking dropped this shit on my head all day. And I'm reading it all. And then sometimes I bite.
You're caught up in it. Yeah, I'm leaning as of right now is that person completely fabricated.
The entire story.
The whole thing. Yeah.
Hold on. One more.
What are you doing, Babish? What are you doing? Where's a good boy? Where's a good boy? There we go. Hi, Bobby. Hello. Hello, Bobby. I think I said puppy, puppy, puppy.
He's like, I don't like this.
I said puppy, puppy, puppy.
Oh, your tail's wagging. You like Nick, dude?
I want to touch him, but I can't.
Yeah,
Hey.
good boy.
I'm not a savage. I would be petting him, but he doesn't like.
He doesn't like hands. He's
Yeah.
We don't know the story, to be honest. He was adopted, so but he doesn't like hands.
But I would never just have a dog. So, I mean, just look at it.
He needs to warm up significantly before you can touch him without him freaking out.
I'm just gonna make sure we're.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
8 hours ago. Does Eminem jerk off with his right or left hand? Question mark. And there's 11 comments on this thread. Like literally, just you gotta look through it. Who's your favorite underground artist? I'll go first. Picture of Eminem, screenshot of the song Underground.
So that's fine. At least there's humor in this.
Yeah. There's a ton of funny people.
I think the ones that I like, I don't like go on Reddit often, but the ones that like I do, I'm always like, these people are like insufferable. They're just like, they suck. But it seems like these people have a sense of humor.
Do y'all just ... miss him? Like literally. Two pictures of Eminem. Do you think they ever explored each other's bodies? Like, bro, it's just the most random fucking shit, dude. Oh, man. I love Eminem Reddit. Shout out to y'all.
Alright, you think we're done, dude? You think we should wrap this up?
I think we're going to wrap this up. Thanks for listening to us talk. Most of you didn't listen. This is mainly
2
for
hours
TikTok, but
in.
we'll
Shout out.
pop this off.
And if you're 2 hours in, and you've seen this whole thing, put put emoji, put the emoji with the pregnant belly.
No, we're gonna put a random little blip of an emoji at a random second, and if you comment that emoji, we'll know you watched the whole thing.
And you get a recommendation. Her song.
First person to find it.
It's under 10 minutes.
See ya.
Bye.